this area. Let's split up and begin searching.
Hello.
If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient.
Okay then, let's
We'll
go.
rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Okay. Yeah, welcome back guys to a new video, and we are playing, as you can see, genshin. So let's get this flowers.
Hey Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested!
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Good. Very good. These are all
Well, what can I
excellent
say?
qualities.
I'm expert in containment.
I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
What's happened? Trevor. What's it? What's
Oh, Tainari! Someone's
second, I thought
calling
game
your
was
name!
free.
They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But
Amir.
didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Yeah. There was no one came in 2 hours. There was no one came to disturb me when I'm starting recording. Someone has to come and disturb me. I'm sorry for that. Let's just begin the quest.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
Withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly.
What's going on?
Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry,
Isn't
I
it
couldn't get it clear enough for you to tell.
What was the name? I'm sorry.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
They need a vision user.
Okay,
right?
I understand. You made the right
Isn't it
decision.
vision
I'll go
having
deal
a
with it
forward
right
knowledge?
away. In the meantime, please guide these 2 back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari! Why don't you let us help you?
Yeah.
You 2 have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering.
Withering.
The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes,
Withering
Amir is
supposed to be a
absolutely
abyss
right.
thing, right? Abyss
I wasn't
corruption.
kidding when I said the rainforest
Vision
is a
user
dangerous
wouldn't-
place. As Amir said,
Affected by
only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here.
You're
Only
very
someone
beautifully
with a
fine.
vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
It's in my pocket.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
Yeah. Pretty sure I am.
Seems the rumors about you were true then. In that case, all right,
Alright.
you 2 may accompany me.
Let's go.
We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
Thank you. Let's go. Withering zone.
Stop. Don't move
Yeah.
any further. Look there, in the distance.
I see.
Where? Oh,
Oh, there it
look!
is.
Those plants have withered. That whole area is kinda gloomy.
Yeah,
Even
with
the air looks like it's
corruption,
filled
right?
with ash.
Yeah, recording's
Oh,
happening. I was
Paimon
scared
doesn't
for a
like the
second.
look of this.
The recording wasn't happening.
That is the withering.
The abyss corruption.
All right, traveler. We're gonna have to enter that withering zone.
Withering
Once
zone.
inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
Gacha,
Thank
do
you.
this to me.
But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing after
Don't
all.
worry, I'm very fine.
Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death.
I see. Well, but
You ready then?
RPT ranges.
Let's go.
Let's do this. Oh.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
I see now. This. Okay. Let's give up. Just give me some time. Okay, let's go. Let's try to do more with it.
Freeze! Scatter!
I think this is how you do.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yeah. Even
Yes.
though I'm
Thanks
confused
to
a
you
little
two,
bit.
we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Not good credit, I know.
Hey, Nari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Simon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh?
Yes, yeah.
Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself.
So,
For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover.
yeah.
This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest
Yeah.
are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants.
So basically, the
And
industry is
most
going to stop.
disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Yeah.
Huh?
But
But why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Is there any way to prevent
No,
communicative-
none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world.
Soul.
By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul
No.
is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines,
Basically,
right?
Yeah.
They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Soul. Spreading and extend a massive wave. Should sound like what I saw when I was constantly in the cave. Sorry.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled
job.
into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro
Basically,
Archon is known as the god of wisdom
God of
because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul.
Soul.
And as for the withering,
Very important trait.
its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
It's because your soul is sick, right? You get corrupted by the abyss.
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul.
The only cure is
I'm
to...
afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time.
Well, it's
Until
a
a
spoiler
cure
if
is
I tell you
found.
was a cure is, I'm not going to tell you
Alright,
now.
that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Okay. Where is it? We are here.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it
Yeah.
go?
The withering
Pretty
zone you
terrible.
reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh? Wait, is that?
What? What is that?
Oh
is
no. Hypatia!
that? What's wrong? Fish. Oh! A pistol.
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This
Yeah.
Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you?
Yeah.
She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her?
The
How
main
could
lady.
we forget? So did something happen?
Let me
you
see
know.
what's written in the letter first.
So what's it
Tell
say?
us.
And what's with that weird expression on your face?
Yeah.
Just let Paimon read it.
Okay.
All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
What do you mean?
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
Let's go then.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Wait, who's that? No, that.
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her, well, I prefer not to remember that. Needless to
What
say,
do you mean by that?
Hypatia's
Tell us.
been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait,
Okay.
you want us to bring her the rations? But will the traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find
Yeah.
out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
No usual feeling this time.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy?
Yeah.
But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine.
Wow.
And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious?
What I saw was an illusion.
That's
right
correct.
there.
Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance.
Got it.
Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but
But
the
the
entire
entire
world
world.
of Tevat.
Yeah.
My
it's basically the core
forefathers
of
were
this
shown
country.
much favor by Greater Lord Ruka Devata.
Yeah.
We took an oath to protect this nation together with her.
Yeah.
Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was a part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now,
Damn.
after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So what exactly was that?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself.
So,
I could
Which
try to
mean-
tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul.
so
Just
now
as
people
you
can
did.
connect with Irminsul.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
Yeah.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others.
I
Please,
see.
wait here for a moment.
Okay. Uh, uh, so sorry. Oh, exactly 1 minute.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Thank you.
No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Okay.
Yesterday,
Let's go. Let's go, Pedro.
Anyway, please take good care of Hypatia. I'll go prepare Kale's medicine now. Using the Nilot Palo lotuses while they are still fresh will significantly boost their effectiveness. Rest assured, Kale will recover quickly as long as she has her medicine.
I'm pretty sure you'll be fine, right? Okay, let's go.
Hello? Hypatia?
Yeah.
Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Okay. It sounds like something inside me. What is it? Oh, there it is. It's a person. Is she okay? Who's that? Who's that cutie?
It's adorable.
Yeah. It's so cute. Who is that? Wait, Anara. Yeah, now I remember who they are. What was their name called? Anara. What was that they called? Sorry if I said the name wrong. Wait, where am I?
There you are. Hypatia,
Yep,
are
I'm
you alright?
So hungry. Eat water.
Traveler! She somehow has more energy than I expected.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden?
But I'll look inside too, Paimon.
Anyway, let's go look around.
Yeah. Vale.
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this?
You know.
What happened? And where are we?
Relax, Paimon.
Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
Yeah, wait. Why does it look familiar? Okay. I have to say, this area looks beautiful.
Wow, this place is huge.
Oh, definitely.
Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of
Is
some
there a
kind.
chest? Just give me... Wait a minute, just give me 1 minute. Is it recording? Yeah. Oh, what the hell are you doing here?
Well.
Yeah. Isn't it like you die or something?
Meet again, traveler.
Isn't it like you die in the previous case, something like this?
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange
Nothing.
place. Plotting.
Okay.
You needn't worry about such
Isn't it like die in the previous
things.
quest?
Don't concern you.
What they do? Guys, I have to fight this in.
Huh?
Is what's happening? Why am I attacking
Why
something
can't
on
we
it?
beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Yeah.
Though you may have
What the fuck is
managed to
happening?
avert countless crises before,
I just
your
didn't know what is going on.
was bound to end sooner or later. It's time
What?
you realize how weak and powerless
Is
you
it me? Is it
really
look taller than before? I shall find my sister.
sister. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so
Wow.
ignorant? Or are you just
Typical
living
villain
in
stuff.
complete denial?
Typical villain stuff.
Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only
If I
to
remember
be
correctly, this is-
stepped upon.
Damn.
The
That's
bonds
shocking.
of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless.
To be honest, it is sad. He doesn't want to believe that.
Don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now
No.
die!
No, you. No, you die. What's going on? Okay. Okay, I see it's loading screen time. Oh, we are back. What was all that nonsense? Strange. It feel like I was just dreaming for a moment there. But I can't remember what I saw. Oh, where's that?
What do we do?
That was a
We
dream, right?
haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
Wait, Paimon didn't remember?
So sweet.
Okay.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
So you see about my speakers up. I can't say.
Are you okay? That's
No.
really not like you. Anyways,
No.
we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first.
I'm pretty sure she's fine. I'm pretty sure she is fine, sir. That's what I'm trying to say.
Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Yeah. After giving the constant heuristics and water, food and juice.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Yes. Yo.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here,
Yeah.
we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
You gave Harissa the letter from January. Damn. Hello? What's going on? Hello?
I
Hello?
see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you.
Yes,
I'm
we're
grateful
friends
that
with
you came
January,
so
sir.
quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we
Yeah.
arrived.
Yeah.
We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. He
Yeah.
must have come by and saw me like this.
Yeah,
Your
neighbor.
neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Kinda okay, right?
So, you're able to see them too?
Yeah. Tell Harissa and Pam everything that happened after entering.
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
Well,
No,
we live in a world
I
with
actually
gods.
do believe what the traveler is
What
saying.
do you expect?
I
It's
myself had a
kinda-
similar experience once before and ended up
Yeah.
scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't
Yeah.
worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So,
Yeah.
Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro
They're
Archon.
member of the previous Danger Archon.
I know
Yeah.
this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Ermin's soul.
Yeah.
Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept
That's
doing
so
whatever
cute.
they were up to.
So cute.
It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And
And then
then
you don't know.
I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone.
Yeah.
I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me.
Yeah, sound like a good neighbor.
Yes, no
Yeah.
doubt about that.
I
By
need
the
a neighbor
way,
like that.
Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Yeah. Let's give her some food.
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Let's go.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier...
Hi, Mon. We
Looks
have
like
a
we'll need to
food.
prepare something
Emergency
ourselves.
food.
Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later.
Paimon, we have food. You
we're
are
up, traveler.
this food.
Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Just tell us you want to eat
Sounds
them.
good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before.
Sound like you want it.
I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too.
Yeah.
To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
Yeah, I'm so tired. I can't take the food. Wait, I need to meet them? Take a custom just over the fire.
All done. Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
Let's go. Good. This is good. Okay, yes.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable.
Yeah.
I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Damn. Just give her. Take it. A days hit me together. You guys have a about connection.
Even though everything you
So bad.
mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time.
Well, I'm the main
It took
character,
me
so
nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So
well,
why
what
does
can I
this
say?
incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
Yeah.
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. These
that's
special
why.
ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power.
Yeah. I
Since
see.
the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
I see. So the plants was created by Danger Archon. They're using to make this sign with they're able to connect himself to Irminsul. I think I understand.
Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
I should be choose the second option.
Makes sense. But
Oh,
Paimon's got a
Paimon understand
question.
too.
Why was he sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
Yeah.
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense,
Definitely.
he could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experienced a sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in
Technically-
any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn Ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered.
Yeah.
Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn Ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Thank you.
Well, that's a relief.
Well, that's good.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Well, I guess it's fine.
You're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I mean, you connected to world tree. The tree. Come on. That,
I am a researcher after all.
I mean, a
As
tree
a member
contains
of the
knowledge of
Ritalis
everything. You
Archon
can know
at the
everything.
Academia, my main area of
Oh,
research is the
exactly.
stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in
Wait.
the starry skies. Which is
sky is
why I
fake.
must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers.
The
If
Irminsul
only
know
my
that?
perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact.
Damn.
I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage.
I mean,
Sages have said that Irminsul
Okay.
contains divine knowledge, and
That is
touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself.
well, normal.
That's
people-
why we meditate
For normal
alone.
people, it might be
We need
dangerous.
to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Yeah.
Whoa. So knowledge from Irminsul could be super dangerous. Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Yeah.
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby.
That's nice.
I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, it is.
But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
yeah.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, pretty much true.
Well,
I just didn't
to an
remember.
extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru.
Oh.
Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality.
Yeah.
But that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Wait a minute. It's. Do you need to tell me that much truth of the life? That children dream, not adults. That's so true. In real life. But let's go. Also, I want to talk about something. I just remember in Sumeru, people doesn't dream. But around that time, there was a trailer came in Hoyoverse where Retoria burned down the Irminsul. But Kali was able to dream that. Wonder why. That's getting interesting. Remember your dream I saw from Anna?
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukadevata,
Yeah.
the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep.
That's
I
not
was
true.
born into a family
Dreams
of
are-
scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never
Dream I
dreamed
don't feel
again.
this illusion.
But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly
Ah.
saw a dream again.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again.
See, you look happy for my
Back
same
then,
dream.
I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be. But I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be.
Yeah, dream isn't bad. Dream isn't
Just
that
be
bad.
sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
Damn.
Do you have any thoughts about the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself.
That was Irminsul itself.
World forget me.
Literally what it
What
means.
could that possibly mean?
Literally what it No.
If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you.
Damn.
If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Yeah, thanks.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides,
us.
I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Whatever. We continue chatting before settling down for a good night, yes.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Let's go then.
Inari, refusing to join
Hey.
is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a
Is it
forest
Gordon?
watcher and that it's your duty to combat the
Yeah.
effects of withering zones.
him.
But isn't it
Yeah,
evident
him.
that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Because you are
Keep
guys.
your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
What's going on here?
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I
What?
see. Well, I figured
What
that
is that?
given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
It sounds shady.
And what
Why does it sound-
exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
Why does it sound so?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Now that's suspicious as
Do
hell.
you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master?
Yeah.
If that's the case,
Wow.
then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Damn, Tainari.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Yeah. I think I remember now. This quest. Whoa, what was he looking at? What was he looking at?
Tainari, what was that all about?
Yeah.
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all
okay.
that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
She's fine.
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us too.
Yeah.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
Yeah.
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
I see.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Sweetie.
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. Oh,
Someone.
how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile.
Okay.
Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
What is it?
What is it?
Is it
It's called an Akasha Terminal.
Yeah.
It's a
Akasha
tool
Terminal.
produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater
Basically,
Lord
Bluetooth connection.
Rukkhadevata. Some say that this
Internet.
item is the very basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Okay.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City!
We need to say goodbye.
But wait, before that. That's
Yeah.
right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes,
Yeah.
she's doing much better. After
Yes,
being
good.
confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing.
Thank
She
you.
knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. This might be enough for today, I guess.